outside the White House Correspondents' dinner where Trump was at, a whole bunch of people was at, politicians and shit. But let's get this breaking news over with so we can try to get up out of here. I gotta do a Detroit after dark.
To show you photos, to show you, etc. But the key details here. This is the White House Correspondents' dinner in D.C. This is the first time Trump himself is going to be speaking in his first or second term. A lot of journalists, particularly independent media, independent journalists, refused to attend because of Trump's attacks on journalism, the free press, etc. But
that's the best time to go. So what? He attacked the journalists. So what? Go anyway. You're a fucking journalist. This is the juicy news. Pause. Get that fucking money. But I'm not going to do it because he talked about me. Like, nigga, then you might as well just quit your fucking job. You're a fucking journalist, nigga. Go journal.
Been open fire by witnesses, including CNN's Wolf Blitzer, got off at least 6 shots right outside the ballroom. Let me first show you, this is when Secret Service whisked Trump away. Again, Trump was in the ballroom, so the gunshots did not open fire inside the ballroom, but this is the first video showing Secret Service rushing to get Trump out. Let's give another angle on that, where you could see
it's
the
all
president
bullshit.
whisked out.
Why you shoot inside the ballroom? What's the point of shooting?
Now let me show you.
Here's crazy. They're shooting outside the ballroom. They care about the president, but not everybody else's safety. This shit was staged. Unless they say, fuck those people, we care about the president. That's the real puppet. Y'all motherfuckers are peasants. Get murked by a gunman. No, let's get the president up out of here. Fuck everybody else. Let's have them thinking everything is all cool. Carry on with the show. Even though there's a guy outside shooting 6 shots, but okay. What's going on here?
A photo. This is from the New York Times. Credit to them. So you see, it's hard to know. I don't know if those are Secret Service or police, but that's outside the ballroom because, again, the shooter opened fire outside the ballroom. CNN's Wolf Blitzer reported he was walking from the bathroom back into the ballroom when he says at least 6 gunshots fired, and he was tackled by police trying to protect him. So you see, it could be undercut, could be, police, could be Secret Service. Here is police or whomever whisking Speaker Mike Johnson out. The president and the first lady were immediately whisked out of there. Let me play you more video. Here is
hold on, wait. I gotta get that screenshot.
Mike Johnson out. The president and the first lady were immediately whisked out of there. Let me play you more video. Here is Wolf Blitzer of CNN reporting what he saw because he saw the gunman open fire.
Really?
They served the appetizers. I walked out to simply go to the men's room, but you have to walk up these stairs and walk out, and which I was doing. And as I was walking back towards the door to get back into the big area where the event was taking place, all of a sudden I start hearing gunshots in the hall right near me. And the next thing I knew, a police officer threw me to the ground and was on top of me. And I was listening and watching what was going on. And apparently they got the gunman who had a major weapon there, but it was so worrisome. The noise was so loud in a small area. And all of a sudden I was seeing gunshots. And then they grabbed me, the police officers.
You mean hearing gunshots?
They take me back into the men's room where it was safe. And there were about 15 other men who are stuck in there, and they won't let them out. and that's what happened. And then after a while, they let me out, and I'm out now. I'm not back in the ballroom, but everything is apparently closing down. Very scary incident. All of a sudden, a guy with a weapon, and it was a very, very serious weapon.
Yeah, look, it's very, very serious weapon. Like, why do you keep on saying serious weapon? All weapons are serious because it's about to be a serious situation. Like, you had a very serious weapon. If that's the case, y'all need to fire security. Y'all need to fire Secret Service. Y'all need to fire your own bodyguards and your own security. And you know what they about to do? They about to upgrade security to motherfucking facial recognition and robots. Niggas about to be scanning everybody for weapons and shit. It's about to be crazy about this shit. It's about to be a crazy around this shit, like for real, for real. Remind you, this is White House Correspondents' dinner. Like, no one should have a weapon in there but the motherfucking niggas that motherfuckers doing security in that bitch. There's a lot of very important people in there.
It's still peasants.
But I guess they ain't too important. Let's get out the president and the other politicians. All the rest of y'all motherfuckers, y'all could
salute in the group.
Call at the table or something. This shit wild.
They start shooting, and I happened to have been a few feet away from him as he was shooting. And of course, the first thing that went through my mind is he trying to shoot me. And I don't think he was trying to shoot me, but I was very close to him.
Man, Wolf Blitzer lying, dog.
And it was very, very scary, but I'm okay now.
Fuck Wolf Blitzer.
So before I play other videos, and obviously this is very early. I mean, this just happened maybe a half hour ago. So we don't have all the information, but I do know enough to know the gunshots happened outside the ballroom. And please smash the like button, share this live stream, comment, all that. This is breaking news that I wanted to get live immediately. But there's multiple metal detectors and entry points at this hotel. This is the president was speaking, so significant security.
Right, significant security. Y'all shut down streets and blocks to have motherfucking presidents roll. I'm talking about motherfucking, like, you breathe the wrong way, you might get arrested. So it's like, what the fuck?
So how a gunman got right outside the ballroom with whatever weapon he had, you don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to start asking questions. Did he have help? I'm not.
Yeah, did he have help? Was the motherfucker invited and the motherfucking Secret Service agent or the security guard or the law enforcement guy hid the gun in the bathroom? Motherfucker went to the bathroom, grabbed the gun, went outside the ballroom and started popping. Here's what makes me mad. The motherfucker that y'all really want dead is sitting inside the ballroom. So you just start shooting like for no reason? Nobody hit, nobody's dead, nobody's in.
Trying to push conspiracies, but it's almost impossible to get a gun through security. Anyone getting it out right outside the ballroom would have had to get through security somehow, get through a metal detector. If a gun wasn't already planted inside that hotel, or the gunman didn't have assistance. Obviously, this is speculation at this point, but just basic common sense and knowing how tightly guarded these events are.
Right.
Yeah. Hold on.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Thanks, computer. Prepare to engage.
There will be some shots fired tonight in the room.
Well, what do you know? Caroline Leavitt said there'd be some shots fired at the White House Correspondents' dinner tonight, and there were.
There will be some shots fired tonight in the room.
And they laughing. They're telling us what they're doing in our faces, and they're laughing at us. Yeah, we're going to stage an event, y'all. Man, y'all hear this shit? Caroline Leavitt. There's going to be some shots fired tonight, y'all. Really? Let's hear that again.
There will be some shots fired tonight in the room.
Well, what do you know? Caroline Leavitt said there'd be some shots fired at the White House Correspondents' dinner tonight, and there were.
There will be some shots fired tonight in the room.
call the motherfucker scanner. Get down! Get down! Sick of these
What can you tell us
motherfuckers.
about
Me
what just
too.
happened?
Me too, bro.
Hey guys, we were just eating dinner and Secret Service and everyone started yelling. There were shots fired. We heard it. It was right there in the stairway, and we got under the tables and they just were screaming at us. They pulled their guns out. The shooter is in custody and no one was injured. They just
Pull the guns out. The shooter's in custody. Nobody got hit. If I'm outside of that ballroom right now and I just let off 6 shots, I just shot a motherfucker. Like literally, I just lit a motherfucking cop up, a Secret Service agent up, or a Fed up. Somebody got popped. So you telling me nigga let off 6 shots and missed? The fuck out of here, man. This was staged. This shit was fucking staged to motherfucking get everybody to upgrade y'all security because the revolution is coming and all you politicians and all you Fed workers, all you cops, all of y'all motherfuckers on a chopping block. That's what this shit was about. Let's stage some shit to instill fear in these motherfuckers so they can upgrade security. They think I don't know what the fuck going on. The revolution is coming, and all y'all politicians, all y'all congressmen and women, y'all getting it. Y'all getting a fucking business. We ain't playing. Because when this shit happens for real, somebody's getting hit. Ain't nobody, man, dog, there ain't no way in hell I'm letting off 6 shots and nobody gets shot. Suspect apprehended. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. One, how the fuck did you get in with that weapon? No, it was already planted. It was already planted there. That's common sense. We're just using common sense. But no, they're going to call us a conspiracy theorist.
RFK out right in front of us. He was right in the elevator, right like 2 feet in front of me. It's chaos right now.
Wow,
But
2 feet in front of you. Wolf Blitzer said that he was right next to him too. So was you next to Wolf Blitzer? I don't hear you saying that.
They're secret. Mike Johnson was ushered out. Everyone was ushered out. Everyone is okay as of now. What we know, and they're blocking us.
Well, Benny, I can tell you're shaken up just without even seeing your face. But you're telling me you actually heard shots ring out.
Yes. It was right close to us. Yes.
In the stairwell, which would be, if you're looking at the stage, were you on the left or right side?
Well, no, we were right outside the main ballroom, and it was right right in the stairway next to us where they have us held over hiding in the side. I don't have any more details right now, but everything is okay. Everything, Secret Service told us everything's fine.
I looked at it.
Do we not look like it? Like, we need to work out a number before the end of this.
People think we planned this. We didn't. We're just great minds think alike.
That is actually...
Wow. People think we planned this, but we didn't. Great minds think alike. Yeah, y'all planned this shit. All right.
A thing. But you look beautiful.
Thank you. So do you.
Well, if you like this jacket, it also comes in men's.
That might be fun.
Yeah, you say the word.
I like to throw that over my shoulders at the end of the night, Jimmy.
Give me this, okay? The president's about to go on.
That's fucking gay. Fucking gay. And the suit is gay, too. It's a fucking blue suit. Come on now. Fuck, where's a blue suit?
And as comedy comebacks go, this is the biggest middle finger in the history of comedy. Because it was 2011 when Barack Obama and Seth Meyers said, "You'll never be president, bloppity bop."
Yep.
Here we are with President Trump going on stage as a 2-term president.
For the first time.
And how about it? And you are, as you know, this man is ready to rumble, is he not?
He is ready to rumble. I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I love it all. And you wrote most of it, you said.
I can't take credit. In true Donald Trump fashion, the man puts his pen to the paper himself. So it's a lot of his own work.
Can I make one prediction?
Yes.
Okay. Because I did have the life honor of talking to him in the Oval Office the other day. I'm not going to name names about how I got in.
Somebody helped him get in. I don't know who it was.
It rhymes with Carol.
Somebody helped the gunman get in. Anybody gonna say who? You see how they just telling us the truth in this whole interview, and then the whole incident just happens? What do we call it? We call it predictive programming.
Line Levitt, okay, but he is a crowd work comedian.
Yes.
As much as we like to have a script as a comic, he likes to go to the crowd. You know, we know him as Don Trump, but is he not Don Rickles?
He is one of the funniest human beings I've ever met.
Don't not ever in your fucking miserable, pathetic life compare Don Rickles to Donald Trump. You motherfucker. You know how many comedians is probably pissed off at that? I'm not even a comedian, but I'm pissed off at that. Don Rickles is hilarious. Donald Trump is nowhere close to that type of funny. Trump is a goddamn clown. Exactly, in the groove. How the fuck this motherfucker compare this motherfucker to Don Rickles? What the fuck? My mama loves Don Rickles. What? Don Rickles, Rodney Dangerfield, and all those motherfuckers that used to be on that match game show from back in the day. Like, motherfucker said Don Rickles. I should just slap this motherfucker for that.
You know that too. You attested to it after seeing him the other day.
The first thing I texted you is I was like, that man told me 75 jokes in 8 minutes, and I was tossed out the door, and I was laughing the whole time.
Well, the reason he's funny is because he keeps it real. He says what everyone else is thinking, but they just don't have the courage to say it.
Yes.
And he just rips it, and you're like, you know what? He's right.
I say what everybody else is thinking, but nobody got the courage to say it. Where's my motherfucking medal at? It's the medal of the revolution.
100% right.
Godspeed. Well, we are thrilled to have you on tonight. It is going to be epic. Go get him. I'll see you out on the dance floor.
Yes, we'll see you then.
The great Caroline Levitt.
And our favorite plagiarist propagandist, Benny Johnson, tells us that a gunman tried to murder President Donald Trump live tonight without really knowing what the facts actually were.
Ladies and gentlemen, somebody just tried to kill President Trump at the White House Correspondents' dinner. A gunman attempted to murder the president live on camera.
He's reading from something. I'm seeing them eyes moving to like one of them papers. He ain't doing it himself. He don't believe this shit. He's reading some bullshit.
At this event that celebrates, somebody just tried to kill President Trump at the White House Correspondents' dinner. A gunman attempted to murder the president live on camera at this event that celebrates the press and media in Washington, D.C. The president was tackled to the ground along with his wife on stage as members of the...
I'll be like, get off of my wife. I'm sorry. I'm trying to protect her. Get the fuck off my wife. Let me protect her. But sir, I gotta protect you. Just stand over my body, motherfucker. Get the fuck off. And plus, how can you get on top of somebody and you gotta shoot a motherfucker for me? Get down. No, bitch, you stand around. Get the fuck off my wife.
The special forces units that protect President Trump ran on stage and evacuated the president and the entire administration who was at this event, at this dinner. Donald Trump, his status is unknown at the time. Right now, we assume that the president is safe and okay. However, we don't know because a gunman is dead right now. You can see the shock and horror in the eye.
The gunman is dead. I thought he was apprehended. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Like, this is what happens when somebody try to be a little too fast and they over-exaggerate the story. Instead of being like, there was a shooting at the White House Correspondent dinner. I don't know what's really going on, but for him to just automatically be like, somebody was trying to kill Donald Trump at a White House Correspondent dinner. Like, nigga, you're lying because you don't even know the fucking facts. Just be like, look, there was a shooting outside of the White House dinner. Don't know what's going on, but I'll give y'all an update when I find out something. There's just some quick breaking news. Peace. You feel me? Be honest with yourself. Instead, you're doing shit for clicks and fucking views. I should just knock your ass to... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry.
Of the administration, Caroline Levitt and Melania Trump. Here in this video, again, chaos inside of the White House Correspondents' Dinner Association. This is the most glamorous event in all of Washington, D.C. This is considered the Grammys.
I'm at the Washington Hilton. I've been taken out of the main ballroom after the sound of the shots fired. The Secret Service is now in charge of this building, this hotel. I just spoke to Mayor Muriel Bowser. She is on her way.
All those motherfuckers should get fired. Everybody should get fired. Everybody should get fired except for the nigga that pulled the trigger on the motherfucker that fucking shot off the shots. But everybody else should get fired. Or you start off at the motherfucking door. Fire the motherfuckers at the door. You know, that was doing the security. But those is innocent people getting fired because we need to find out who the fuck brought the gun in, because the gun was already in there. The gun was already motherfucking in there. And y'all don't want me to go this other crazy conspiracy route. The other crazy conspiracy route was one of those secret agents, one of those cops, one of those feds wasn't who the fuck you thought they was. And they probably already just walked in with the motherfucking shit. They already put a fed cop or whoever to sleep, took their clothes and their weapons and walked right on in. But don't want to talk about that motherfucking conspiracy shit right there. But anyway, using our common sense and critical thinking comprehension skills, if there's tight security with cops, feds, and Secret Service, ain't no way in the fuck the motherfucker's supposed to get in with a weapon unless the shit was already in there. Bam. That's it.
And Chief Jeffrey Carroll is on his way. He will be in charge as soon as he gets here.
Stay back, stay back, stay back.
Talk about stay back, stay back. This nigga got the gun to his own head. Telling everybody to stay back, looking around like there's somebody outside. Man, like, nigga, there's nobody outside, man. The show is over. The fucking show was on the inside. Y'all already killed the motherfucker or apprehended him. So like, why y'all coming outside with this show? You feel me?
Wait for this side. Wait for this side. All right. Nobody go this way.
Nobody go this way. And he walking all backwards and shit. Walked up to the camera just to show that shit. Now we got motherfuckers running through the hallway. This is all a show. Motherfuckers walking with their cell phones instead of getting the fuck up out of there.
Look out! Watch out! Everybody stay down, stay down.
Yeah, now I heard it. It was like do. That's me killing somebody. Otherwise, you shooting up in the air. It was like do. What type of shit is that? Ain't no way in the fuck that's a warning shot. Nah, somebody got popped. Unless ain't nobody gonna say nothing. I know he didn't shoot himself 6 times, but you heard stories of me covering. There was like motherfuckers got their ass beat, shot themselves in the back of the head multiple times and called it a suicide. But tell her how they gonna spin this shit around. But do. Remember that. Now, the Chinese girl that was sitting next to Trump, her facial expression and body language was crazy. She heard the shots and then she was like, fuck it. Let me still sit here and listen to what Donald Trump is being told about a guy with the key card. Some guy with a key card walks up to Trump, and I guess Trump is reading off of it. I guess the Asian girl that's next to her, I don't know if she's Asian or not. My phone is small. And she's leaning over listening. When the shots go off, she kind of react a little bit, and then she get back into her NPC posture and then smile briefly, and then all of a sudden her mouth go into a gasp, like, oh my God, something just happened. You know what I'm saying? You know, so bitch, you should have hit the flow the moment you heard it. Instead, no, you want to, I'm next to Donald Trump. For real in the group, who believes this shit anymore? Like, who's still buying this shit? The NPCs and the sheep, dog. Locked them up from the other account, disappear, I guess. What? Yeah. They take away my likes, views, subscribers, and comments in real time, bro. In real time. They fuck my channel over. And they mess with the people that watch my channel.
I am absolutely sure that the government will force feed us an official story they expect us to believe. And Benny will be at the helm shoveling the shit.
Yep. That's that. Now, we need to talk about motherfucking Peter Thiel real quick. There we go. Hold on.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Thanks, computer. Prepare to engage.
With status quo. Peter Thiel's tech giant Palantir, which is a company that makes its money by helping implement the omnipotent surveillance state here in the United States, has just closed a deal with the federal government to take over complete control of oversight over the U.S.'s food production system.
Oh, really?
State here in the United States
Let's go.
has just closed a deal with the federal government to take over complete control of oversight over the U.S.'s food production system.
Wow, let's hear that
State
again.
here in the United States has just
Hold
JT
on.
Siskowski with status quo.
Let's
Peter
hear that
Thiel's
again.
tech giant Palantir, which is a company that
Peter Thiel, Peter the Reptile Thiel, and Palantir
makes its money by helping implement the omnipotent surveillance state here in the United States, has just closed a deal with the federal government to take over complete control of oversight over the U.S.'s food production system. What could go wrong? Let's first start by, before we get into the details of that deal, reminding you of who Palantir is. This is a clip of Alex Karp, the company's CEO, gleefully telling investors that their business is, one, doing clandestine shit, and two, killing people. And we're super proud of the role we play, especially in places we can't talk about. And we love our success in the U.S. and globally. Also, we are doing in the United Kingdom and many other places. Palantir is here to disrupt and make the institutions we partner with the very best in the world when it's necessary to scare enemies and on occasion kill them. We hope you're in favor of that, and we're really happy and very, very focused on what we're doing. So a murderous...
And you wonder why I say we need to eradicate the government. And you wonder why I say we need to eradicate these evil billionaires, these evil banksters, these evil globalists. They just motherfucker told you what the fuck they about to do.
Gleefully telling investors that their business is, one, doing clandestine shit, and two, killing people. And we're super proud of the role we play, especially in places we can't talk about. And we love our success in the U.S. and globally. Also, we are doing in the United Kingdom and many other places. Palantir is here to disrupt and make the institutions we partner with the very best in the world when it's necessary to scare enemies and on occasion kill them. We hope you're in favor of that, and we're really happy and very, very focused on what we're doing. So a murderous spy corporation is who the USDA has turned to have surveillance over America's food system from CNBC. Palantir Inc.'s $300 million deal with USDA to safeguard food supply. Palantir announced a $300 million deal with the U.S. Department of Agriculture, which will use the software company's technology to manage farmland as geopolitical risks threaten global supply chains. Man alive, is that some pro-Palantir spin there from CNBC, at least trying to sane wash or greenwash or in some way like humanity wash this company, but this is not lost on everyday people. Activists have singled it out. We were on the ground with activists.
climbing the building. Somebody had a rainbow flag. I saw a rainbow flag in the crowd.
Massive.
Hold on, wait. What the fuck?
Humanity washed this company, but this is not lost on everyday people. Activists have singled it out. We were on the ground with activists.
One of those activists had a rainbow flag. He dressed up like a trans guy.
Christian, misogynistic, white supremacist founded, government profiteering, billionaire data analysis company.
systematically partnering with ICE to terrorize our immigrant families, our brothers and sisters, and murdering Americans. Is that shameful or not?
Hey, but why do they got the fucking guy with the fucking crop top on, with the belly showing and a long ass fucking dress and the fucking pedo stash and the mullet? What type of shit is this? Look, I understand the protest against Palantir, man, but like, why the head of the motherfucker got a dress on with the motherfucking 70s mullet and porn stash? You know, it's like, hold on, let me get a screenshot of this. Yeah, then they got a rainbow flag in the background. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm talking like literally, like, what in the frosted mini fuck? What in the actual fuck? The motherfucker that's leading the pack is a bunch of fruitcakes. This is what I mean by like, nigga, like they're fucking hijacking the revolution and watering the shit down. This is why the difference between my revolution and this bullshit is I'm actually gonna blow shit the fuck up.
Allegedly.
Fuck being out there in the streets protesting. That shit don't get you nowhere. It never have and never fucking will. You gotta really truly end Palantir. So that's my opinion.
Palantir is a threat to American democracy. And we want Palantir out of New York!
If you think on-the-ground reporting and lifting up everyday people's voices at protests against these massive surveillance corporations is important, we agree with you. We are trying to build that here at Status Coup. You can help be a part of it by going to statuscoup.com/join. For as low as $5 a month, you go to support. This is just about expanding the surveillance state here in the United States. And they're going to use China as the boogeyman, as they do in most things, to justify the rollout of this surveillance state. This is what CNBC has to say. China's purchase of U.S. farmland in recent years has also drawn scrutiny from Washington and foreign policy experts. A recent research note published by the Foundation of Defense Democracies recommended that the USDA reform reporting requirements embedded within the Agricultural Foreign Investment Disclosure Act to prevent China and other adversarial countries from exploiting commercial land transactions to gain a strategic edge over the United States. The USDA's contract with Palantir signals its desire to address this issue by harnessing the company's digital tools. Am I in favor of China buying up a bunch of U.S. land or Chinese corporations buying up a bunch of U.S. land? No, I am in favor of democratizing access to land in whatever way possible. But that is just being used as an excuse here to further grow Palantir's influence. It already has massive contracts in the defense industry and reportedly has been helping ICE as well in its brutal crackdown here across the country. Palantir has also faced sharp criticism over the years for its work with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement and the Department of Homeland Security, including reports that its tools are being used by the government to surveil Americans. Claims the company has denied. What are you supposed to do? Just openly admit to a fascist, New World Order project that you are trying to build here in the United States of America? Oh, wait, Palantir has actually done that. Just a few days ago, they posted a 22-point manifesto on X for how they feel the U.S. should look. And surprise, surprise, it would be a world that Palantir
Let's see their emails.
off of. Each point is more dystopian than the last. The first one I want to highlight here is point 6, which is national service should be a universal duty, meaning mandatory military service. We should, as a society, seriously consider moving away from an all-volunteer force and only fight the next war if everyone shares in the risk and the cost. You are required to serve your country now. That benefits Palantir because they make all kinds of software products for the military, and the military would have greater demand if they had more soldiers. So greater militarism here in the United States, again, a precursor to fascism. Point number 22, we must resist the shallow temptation of a vacant and hollow pluralism. We in America, and more broadly, the West, have for the past half century resisted defining national cultures in the name of inclusivity. But inclusion into what? Make no mistake, this is just an out-and-out reference to America being, in their eyes, a white Christian ethno-state. That is what they want to see here in America and exclude brown and black people because they can build surveillance tools then that should be used in their mind by law enforcement to surveil these outgroups that they are creating. And again, in the rising fascism in any country, you will see the creation or invention of an outgroup or a blame placed on an outgroup in order to justify domestic crackdowns. Point 5. The question is not whether AI weapons will be built. It is who will build them and for what purpose. Our adversaries will not pause to indulge in theatrical debates about the merits of developing technologies with critical military and national security implications. They will proceed. Killer AI robots. We need to build them here in this country because Palantir would profit directly off of the software that would go in to those killer AI robots. And they're saying here that any debates about the U.S. In the U.S. about AI are theatrical. I don't know if there's anything theatrical about debating the replacement of American workers by AI technology or the ethics involved in employing killer military robots that make those decisions, those judgments about what targets should be selected themselves. That seems like a very germane argument to me. And then at point 4 here, the limits of soft power, of soaring rhetoric alone, have been exposed. The ability of free and democratic societies to prevail requires something more than moral appeal. It requires hard power, and hard power in this century will be built on software. Whose software? Palantir's software, baby. That is who is going to protect democracy, not an abiding by our democratic ideals. No, throw those in the garbage. Let's have soldiers on the streets and in other countries. That's what democratic society should be built on. Those are the ideals of a democratic society. Forget what democracy actually means. Self-determination of government and self and home rule. That should be thrown in the garbage in favor of a militarism imposed on other countries that defense contractors like Palantir can profit off of.
Yep. Now let's go to the last one. Last video. Weather dominator.
Remember what Zbigniew Brzezinski said, who was the advisor to Jimmy Carter. He started the Trilateral Commission. He's the father of Mika Brzezinski on Morning Joe Ball. And
Zbigniew, I think is how you pronounce it. Zbigniew Brzezinski.
He said technology will make available to the leaders of major nations techniques for conducting secret warfare, of which only a bare minimum of the security forces need be appraised. Techniques of weather modification could be employed to produce prolonged periods of drought or storm. Well, son of a gun, we've got evidence that that's exactly what they've been doing in Iran.
Not just Iran. They've been doing this shit all over the goddamn world. Weather modification, weather manipulation. Hashtag weather dominator. I've been talking about this shit since I got to the goddamn platform.
6 years.
Now the other people want to talk about it now. Get the fuck out of here. I've been talking about this shit. Now y'all want to talk about the weather dominator? The weather dominator. Man, this might be the Fuck the Government podcast. Yep, this is going to be a Fuck the Government podcast. Shouts out to my future self.
You know it. I'm here.
Expert accuses U.S. Israel of weather manipulation to deepen the drought.
Shouts out to my past self.
An Iranian water resource specialist has accused the United States and Israel of manipulating regional weather patterns to intensify Iran's severe drought. According to the Middle Eastern Media Research Institute, they claimed in a July 30th interview on the Iranian YouTube channel that both nations had been deliberately diverting clouds away from Iran for over 4 decades.
Really?
Well, that's a violation of the treaty not to do that, Jimmy.
That is. There's a treaty, international treaty that was signed in the 70s that made it illegal, or they all agreed to not use weather modification.
Because we did it in Vietnam, too.
Because we did it in Vietnam. Iran's rain clouds aren't being stolen, but it's drought.
And if anybody said, ain't no such thing as weather domination, well, they did it in Vietnam, you dumb motherfuckers. There isn't such thing as weather modification or weather domination. But motherfuckers think, well, God is good. Well, motherfucker, God controls all the weather. No, they don't. The government do. And they're showing it to you in your face. This world is ran by murderers, liars, and thieves and pedos. That's killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through the disease.
Spraying that night, yep.
And they control the fucking weather. Your government is God. Your money is God. Where is the real God that's supposed to love the world that he gave his only begotten son for? Where? Where the fuck is he?
Salute, Jordan. What up,
suffering.
What's good, Jordan?
Pain, suffering. Non-stop war. Fuck this shit. Burn this bitch to the fucking ground.
thing. So the establishment media comes out, immediately tries to make you think that's wrong, that's not happening, because that's what the establishment media does.
Was Iran being forced to use their plague of bees weapon on Israel in retaliation?
Iran's embassy.
The fucking plague of bees. When he said that, the first thing that came to my mind was Homer Simpson and Mr. Burns. When Bart Simpson left to go stay with Mr. Burns. And that nigga Homer was like, oh, what you gonna do? You gonna stick the dogs on me? Or you gonna stick the bees? Or you gonna stick the dog with the bees in their mouth, and when they bark to shoot bees at you? That shit was hilarious as fuck, bro. He was like, what, you gonna stick the dogs? Or you gonna stick the bees? Or the dogs with the bees in their mouth, and when they bark they shoot bees at you? Back when Homer was hilarious, though.
Posted a strange tweet. They say in it, after Iran destroyed the secret center for cloud seeding and weather manipulation in the United Arab Emirates, everything changed overnight. And with the end of the secret center, the region's weather map flipped completely. So it's raining so much. Their reservoirs were down to 1%. They were thinking they would have to move people out of Tehran, a city of 9 or 10 million people. They were going to move everybody because they had no water. But now we opened the gates of Iraq's largest dam due to 100% capacity. The dam hasn't reached 100% capacity in years. Underground water sources have started to overflow, and this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like now in Iran. Water everywhere.
Yep.
Water coming up from...
Yeah. You ain't gonna give us that straight. You can't motherfucking infiltrate and shoot. We're just gonna hit you with the weather modification. Is this Vietnam all over again, everybody? There's something happening here, but it ain't exactly clear. They controlling the weather over there, telling me I got to prepare. They about to draft us. What's that now? Y'all about to get shot the fuck down.
Dinner,
It's freestyle.
Under the ground. And here, Iran destroyed American. So when Iran hit, they say they destroyed their weather modification plants, right? When Iran was hitting all the Gulf states, because we had bases there, and then they also took out their weather modification. This is what the reporting is, right? So I can't, nobody can confirm this for sure, but this is certainly what it looks like, and especially after Iran Kabul tweeted that out. Here's what Tucker Carlson and our good friend Dane Whittington had to say about it.
And Tucker, they're being used as a form of warfare. And we know that. We have countries like Iran, constantly demonized, of course, as you well know. Immediately after 9/11, we have the list of countries to be targeted given to General Wesley Clark. A list that clearly existed before 9/11 even occurred. Subsequently, every one of those countries, every one of them, was endured a once in 1,000 year drought. Statistically, mathematically, that's impossible without climate
Meaning
intervention.
there was a list. Hit these motherfuckers with the weather dominator. Before 9/11 was even talked about, it was like, nigga, we got a list of motherfuckers we gonna smack with this weather dominator. That's some grimy shit. Grimy shit. And it makes you think, was Hurricane Katrina weather dominator? Was all these tsunamis and typhoons and hurricanes, all these other ones all across the world, is it really God? Or is it a weather dominator? Because see, what pisses me off is motherfuckers is not letting nature take its course. When a hurricane happened or a tornado happened or an earthquake happened, it's supposed to be a natural disaster. Nowadays, it's called a manufactured disaster. Manufactured disaster. I'm after the blaster, the crafter, the tafter. What I'm after. I said, back in this bag is weed. It's weed that you need. I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Radio won't even play my jam because I am whatever you say I am. Shouts out to Slim Shady. Gold hair like Jane Brady.
Operations, and we have the leader of Iran on the floor of the UN, on film, on the record, stating NATO was cutting off their precipitation. We have Iranian...
Yeah, documented. NATO is cutting off our precipitation. Do y'all know how that sounds? They're cutting off our precipitation. Shit's supposed to be natural. How can a government control what's supposed to be fucking natural? You know what I'm saying? And yet they say we don't live in the Truman Show. Yet they say that we don't live on a prison planet. Yet they don't say this world ain't ran by murderers, liars, and thieves and pedos. Okay, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Yep, hurricane is crazy, but they're doing the shit right in front of your face. See, I understand why in the movies where like the motherfucker that's running from the government or running from the enemy and they come to the revolutionary or the conspiracy theorist, and the conspiracy theorist is always motherfucking angry, mad, upset, ready to fuck somebody up. It's because you stupid motherfucking sheep and your NPCs that keep believing this bullshit. Y'all are a possible fucking threat to my well-being. One, they could have followed you to my location. Two, they could have followed you to my location. Three, you just now waking up when we've been saying this shit for years? Oh no. This is why y'all get treated like shit. They be like, come on, God, like, why you gotta be an asshole? Because I've been saying this shit forever. And y'all caught me crazy. Looked at me like I was crazy. Hang with the group that caught me crazy. I should put a bullet in your head for being here. Like real shit. This is why I understand. You know, when the motherfuckers off of what's that movie? Leave the World Behind, when they came to my man's house and the motherfucker was armed and ready to blast these motherfuckers. It's like, yo. And the motherfucker already knew what was going on. It could have been this, could have been that. The blase blah. You know, we are the truth. But yet, what I hate in those movies, on some of the movies that I've seen, when they go to the revolutionary for help or they go to the conspiracy theorists that help out, they end up fucking dying. That's the shit that pisses me off. They end up dying for helping out the motherfuckers that should have already knew what the fuck to do. That's the shit that pisses me off. Like, this is why I said, like, if anybody woke up by their 30s, it's a wrap. Like, real shit. Anybody wake up by their 30s, it's a wrap. No hope. I'm trying to be optimistic. Trying, but it's kind of hard out here for a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers want to follow the trend, follow the fad, follow the next thing motherfucking popping in social media, in the movies or whatever. It's like, can you think for yourself? Do you see what's going on around you? We need to prepare for a war against us. They're already killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through the disease. Now they're like, they want to watch you now, and they're trying to know what the fuck you're thinking. This is how far they're going, to the point where they want to know what you're thinking, and they want to put a chip in your ass for some CBDC shit. Like, man, yo, it's fucking crazy. And like, no one is seeing this because they're not seeing the flying cars. Well, they already got the robots. Next will be the flying car. And when that drunk flyer flies his drunk ass through your fucking roof, then you're gonna be like, all right, you're gonna be fed up then. We can't already drive a regular car, yet they're gonna have flying cars. Get the fuck out of here. What type of traffic system that's gonna be? It's gonna be like Futurama? I hope. But anyway, I just went off on a tangent. I'm supposed to be getting up out of here soon because I gotta do the Detroit After Dark in a minute. I'll do it at 11:30.
NATO's been doing this for 40 years. Destabilize the food supply by destabilizing the rain, and you destabilize the population.
Or 11:45.
Yeah. Saying, United States saying that Iran been fucking up shit for like 47 years. But nah, y'all been fucking up motherfuckers for 40 years.
40 plus.
But I keep on telling you this. These motherfuckers been over there since 1953. Okay? We've been over there since 1953. All this shit was inevitably going to happen. They were setting up the script right after World War II. Even the phone agrees.
Here's more from Dane.
I'm saying that we know the technology exists to
Then
steer
they're trying to
storms
kill
of
our
that
people
size.
before
So
15
why do we
minute
think they're
cities and
not
flying
using these
cars.
type of operations? We have
Now, that's a strong possibility. See, trying to be optimistic, and I can't. They could be doing that. That's a movie. Yeah, because who else gonna motherfucking comply? Kill off the people that's not going to comply. Keep the people that's going to comply. Put their ass in smart cities and control their ass. That's a movie. As a matter of fact, that's shit about to look like motherfucking not Blade Runner. What's that movie? Logan's Run. It's about to be like Logan's Run in this bitch. It's gonna be cool, convenient, feel like paradise, but I always feel like somebody's watching me.
President Project Popeye in Vietnam was so successful at controlling precipitation. By 1976, they passed the INMOD treaties forbidding weather manipulation for wartime purposes, but not over a country's own population. The Chinese government has long since openly stated they were engineering snowstorms with endothermic reacting elements. These are patented.
Engineering snowstorms, killing people, and raising the energy costs. They're getting 3 for 1. These motherfuckers are diabolical. That's why we need a revolution. One day, China gonna wake up. And the government over there in China gonna realize, holy shit, we brainwashed too many motherfuckers. These motherfuckers just woke up from the brainwash and now we all about to die. Yeah, run to your boats, run to your planes, run to your island. And this goes for everywhere around the world. We're going to take back our land. No more chemtrails in the air, no more GMOs in the food, no more fluoride in the water, no more CDC making diseases killing you. No more of these alphabet agencies and corporations, no more banksters. Enough is enough. Well, y'all gonna have no choice but to nuke this bitch. Burn this bitch down anyway. Because y'all don't want to give up y'all power, and the only thing y'all respect is a motherfucker with power. So let's whoop they ass, everybody.
Elements that can literally transition the rain event
Armageddon.
They were so successful in China.
I'm gonna create the Hurricane.
The damage to Beijing, at which time they began to be less open to this. Everybody covered it. CNN, Popular Science, The Guardian. But if you bring that up here,
that might be the name of my album.
We'll be right back with more of this story.
Oh my God.
A brief message from our sponsor.
Hell no.
And if you want to hear testimony in Congress, this is real. This is from C-SPAN.
This is gonna be my new album, man.
Testimony in Congress.
Yep, this from C-SPAN. I tell people, watch C-SPAN. This is where they're going to put in the laws and they do all the talks. Yes, it's boring, so make sure y'all have your weed and your drink because you're going to sit down through some boring shit.
That's what's up. Low-key just went live. That's what's up. He must be getting off around that time.
Well, they tell you right in front of
you.
You.
We go live around the same damn time.
But nah, I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist.
The Air Force has gotten great value out of HARP in the past. We took over from the.
So he's talking about HARP. That's the program.
Yep, I've been talking about HARP forever. HAARP. But no, I'm crazy. I've been talking about the weather dominator, man.
To do weather modification and shoot energy into the ionosphere.
We managed it and actually did a number of experiment campaigns up there and have finished our work that we are interested in doing up there. We've moving on to other ways of managing the ionosphere, which the HARP is really designed to do.
And don't get me started on them blasting the ionosphere with motherfucking frequency motherfucking waves and shit bouncing back down and fucking with people. You know, like with the voice of God weapon, you know, like it's something about the ionosphere. I gotta watch out to look out for Charlie again, explaining that about like what's being bounced in the ionosphere and coming back down, fucking with shit.
Inject energy into the ionosphere, be able to actually control it, and that work has been completed. Yes, sir. Another question on the.
So they got it figured out how to control the ionosphere. That's just what he just said. Okay, here's more.
In an interview with the Los Angeles Times on April 21st, you said that you told the Associated Press that the American government has created weather tampering techniques so that the New World Order will be able to starve millions of Americans and control the rest. Would you explain what you were trying to say?
Well, what I was trying to say is exactly what I said. There is weather control techniques. We have a complete package on that, which I did not bring, but I certainly will see to it that it is brought in for the record. Number one, the entire patents on the equipment. Number two, Senator Claiborne Pell's complete statement and story of his own, that not only does it exist, but that we even utilize it as far back as the Vietnam War. You might want to touch base on Senator.
I just want to repeat before I turn it.
So yes, but we do have all that information.
You're saying the government has created weather tampering techniques so that the, quote, New World Order will be able to starve millions of Americans
worldwide.
Millions of Americans, and to control the rest.
Yes, sir, and that's my belief. As bizarre as that sounds, if somebody had told me that equipment even
and that's what Jordan just said. Kill off everybody,
the documents to prove it.
And then put the smart speakers in the fire car.
Takes place in the middle of our growing area by simultaneous accident. I'm sorry. The equipment is already set up internationally, and as bizarre as that is, it is proven and documented. We will supply you with those documents. As bizarre as that is, I would say that weather wars, and this is quoting actually Senator Claiborne Pell himself, that they are the greatest weapon ever created in the world, and that's the Senator's own statement. So yes, I do stand on that.
Thank you, Mr. Fletcher.
Here's a little bit more.
Geoengineering allows militaries to command and control the battlefield, to throw communication signals much further and more efficiently in an ionized atmosphere. So power, profit, and then the most troubling one, and this is very hard for people to get
population control.
What we might call population control.
Wow, now y'all talking about population control. I've been talking about all this shit since I got to this platform. But when everybody else do it, they can get monetized, they can get all the views, they can get the traction. But nope, don't no notifications go out when I do this shit, which lets me know they don't want the real revolution to come from a real revolutionary. They want my revolutionary shit come from these motherfuckers that's pacifists and motherfucking don't want to fight. Fuck the bullshit. But anyway, I've been talking about this shit.
Control the weather, and he who controls the weather will control the world.
So that's LBJ. Yeah. He who controls the weather will control the world.
It dawned on me many years ago that the official story we've been presented with, power, profit, and then the most troubling one, and this is very hard for people to get
population control.
What we might call population control.
To control the weather, and he who controls the weather will control the world.
So that's LBJ.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
He who controls the weather will control the world.
It dawned on me many years ago that the official story we've been presented with about what is called climate change, it seems to be incomplete at best. Few in the civil sector fully understand that geoengineering is primarily a military science and has nothing to do with either cooling the planet or lowering carbon emissions. When they say waging war on carbon dioxide, they're literally, as you just said, waging war on life itself. This transhumanist impulse to merge the human species with the machines and technologies that we've created. Breathing consciously and strategically is the portal into more mindfulness. I think really awakening to our potential as humans. For those humans who don't believe, as you said earlier, in geoengineering, please understand that there are literally tens of thousands of pages of public records all over the world indicating ongoing weather manipulation and climate modification projects for almost 100 years.
So there you go.
You know, you may not be aware of this.
So there you go. And this the Fuck the Government podcast. We're about to get up out of here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to In the Groove. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. Probably for the Detroit After Dark. You already know what it is. Catch y'all in a minute. Probably stop by low key. Give my salutes. Say what up. And catch y'all in a minute. About 20 minutes. It's the Fuck the Government podcast. Why we say fuck the government? Like I forgot to give the disclaimer, but here it go now. It's never too late because they're killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. You don't believe me? GMOs in your food, look it up. Fluoride in the water, look it up. A whole bunch of poison coming out those chemtrails, look it up. And the CDC is making diseases to kill your ass. And China with the Wuhan, better look up that gain of function research and all that shit. And look up all the shit that has spiked since motherfuckers took the vaccine and all the millions of people that died because of it. So at the end of the day, fuck the government and all the motherfuckers above them, around them, and under them. Elites, bankers, royal families, globalists, WEF, the UN. I'll say the corporations and banksters, yeah, fuck those motherfuckers, secret societies, everybody got their hand in the cookie jar, and fuck the Vatican. It's your man's Hurricane. I'm out, and it's the Fuck the Government podcast.